when the pressure's off, will I ever stop? Can I break my habit? Hate everything about it. Some say static only gets you if you let it, but nothing is a promise and a chance is magic. Take one, take a million, never mind those who don't have it. Don't give up, give up. Don't give up, give up. So I'm lost again. I've gone every direction, expecting a lesson, but left with questions like where do I fit? Should I put down the pin?
Check.
In, according to my family and friends.
Woo.
Should I let this one go? Farewell to my dreams and welcome to hell. Until I'm left with nothing else, then the tears start to swell. Gotta stop thinking, I keep telling myself, don't give up, give up. They tell me, give up the dreams, give up the love, give up the hope. Where did your life go? Why can't you follow? I said, look at yourself, look at your life, look out below. You got 5 years to go before you lose control. That's why I listen to my soul. They tell me everything's been done at least once, and anything you can do, trust us, they can do better. Passions are a playtime, don't quit your day job. Quotes never once paid the bills. Painters never turned the white canvas to a house in the hills. With those lips will give you chills like an artist to inspire desire in me to be like him and spit fire. Gotta do everything, gotta save my money, gotta stay put in the cap. White collar call the shots. Passion is all but lost. Find it, don't hide it. Happiness never seen when you're lost in your routine. Drain by it, deny it. Don't be ashamed, you've come a long way. Got it up or give it all. Got it up or give it all. Don't be afraid to scream out your name. Got it up or give it all. Got it up or give it all. This can't be all there is. Apathy has set in. Fight it, deny it. Memories that suit you when you lose your future and your plans are dead. Inside you're burning, always burning. You know there's something left. Find it, don't hide it. Don't be ashamed, you've come a long way. Got it up or give it all. Got it up or give it all. Don't be afraid to scream out your name. Got it up or give it all. Got it up or give it all. Let's pretend we never quit. We never missed what could have been. We make mistakes and try again. The dreams we chase, they never end. Don't be ashamed, you've come a long way. Got it up or give it all. Got it up or give it all. Don't be afraid to scream out your name. Got it up or give it all. 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 Give it all. If you want it, go get it. If you want it, go get it. If you want it, go get it. If you want it, go.
Hell yeah. Let's get this shit. guys? It's Monday! Monday, motherfuckers! Let's go ahead and get demonetized immediately. All right. For those of you that don't know, here's how this is gonna go down. There's a link in the description, shorts.reviews. Go put a short link in there, and then I'm gonna spin a wheel, and you might get randomly picked. And I'll tell you if your short sucks or not. All right, you guys ready to give it up or give it all? Sweet. That's not the right one. Come on. Do. That's not it either. That's not it either. There we go. Let's make this happen. Let's make it happen. When I first posted this, it posted the wrong thumbnail for some reason. I have no idea why. Excuse me. There we go. Word. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and spin. If you guys are ready, are you guys ready? Let me know in the chat if you're ready. Say ready. And if you don't, then I won't pick you. How's that? I don't see anybody saying ready. And I'm not even thinking about the lag. I'm pretending there's no lag. All right, I'm gonna spin the wheel. I'll show you guys the wheel, but don't get all upset when the wheel doesn't spin. I take it at my own pace, okay? All right, they're ready. Let's go. Number 41. Plus Ultra, right out the gate. All right, let's get rolling.
Can you believe they're making a new James Bond movie starring Donald Trump? Yeah, it's called Grab Her by the Octopussy.
Oh my God. Just so you guys know, it's the name of a person in James Bond. Okay. You guys can hear the audio, I'm sure, right? That's something that we were dealing with last time. I just want to make double sure. Okay. I don't really know how to handle this one. Like, I don't think jokes do so well as shorts. Outside of it being inappropriate, I don't know. I just don't think jokes do so well in shorts because they don't last very long, and jokes don't equal retention. A joke is like a thing that you tell in person, but that's where I gotta leave you off because jokes just don't fly. You know, you want a story. You want me to get involved in what's the word? Invested in something, I guess. That's the best way to go about this. So there's not much I can do with that. Bow, 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 bow. Number 34. This is called the Dave-tastic Shorts. They said, I started this shorts channel a little less than a month ago. I had a small gaming channel. Okay. I love comedy bits.
Did you know that it is highly recommended for you to vocalize your problems out loud so that it'll activate different parts of your brain that might help you solve the issue? I can't afford this. Did you know that it is...
Okay, I get it. I think it's a funny twist on the way that you're going about it, but the way that you are pitching it visually makes me think you're like a brand new creator that's just in their car saying stuff that I've already heard, and I didn't expect a joke to come out of it. So basically what I would recommend doing is looking at other creators that have done similar things. If you're gonna try a new format, that's fine. Being original, I highly encourage it. But when you're looking to have some success and learn what works on YouTube, it's recommended to find formats that work and then do them in your own way. And so if there is a version of this where they're showing something very specific on screen and they're saying it and like it shows like a text hook would have worked best for this because it gives me promise that I'm waiting on something to come. But if you just said, did you know that this thing, it's not always promising, I guess. A text hook probably would have been effective here. So you said, I started this shorts channel a little less than a month ago. I had a small gaming channel, but didn't want to blend audiences. I love doing comedy bits and intrusive AI shorts. Not sure what that means. Any recommendations would be welcome.
Highly recommended for you to...
So, like, in this case, I'm going to pause this for a second. In this case, if it were like a doctor, that if it was like Dr. K that said, it's recommended that you say the things out loud so you can solve it, or whatever, you can actively solve the problems. And like, it starts with you doing the green screen and it's Dr. K saying it, and then you're like, and then you do, I can't afford this. Like, then it's a format that I've seen work before, because you take the specialist and what they said and then you make a joke out of it. But when you're the one setting up the punchline too, it's just not as effective. So that's what I mean by finding formats that work and then doing it in your own way. That's what I would go for. All right. And if you're looking for formats and hooks and stuff like that, I highly recommend going to hookbomb.com. But I'm not going to push it, because it's changing so much, and I'm very, very excited, especially after today. All right, this one's called the Skyfire Saga. My channel is dedicated to being a fantasy world with a story told through music. Oh, okay. This means long videos are my main content. I use shorts as trailers. I have some insane retention stats on some shorts. My main issue is stay to watch. Hold on. Your main issue is stay to watch, but your retention is good? The stay to watch is 25 to 30%. This caps me at 2K, yeah. So when you say my retention is great, it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't mean anything, because you're not getting very many views. So if one person watches your video twice, you get 200% retention. But if 1 million people watch it halfway through, like, which one is better, right? It's not the one with 200% retention. So that's why I would say, like, the stats, when you pitch them to me, I ignore them, because it doesn't mean anything. Just so you know. It's only for you to compare yourself to yourself. Okay, yeah, so I'm just not very interested, because it's like, it's nothing against, it's just like, it looks like AI pictures and stuff. It's just anything that anybody can do, really. And so these might be your original stories. They might be, if you drew this stuff, then that's like something to make a video about. But this is not the way to tell a story through shorts, in my opinion. It also doesn't mean anything. I don't know. The fire was dying, something woke. The flame falters. Yeah, I'm sorry, this doesn't make any sense to anybody. Like, I know that you're an artist and you're exploring this, and I highly encourage it. But I'm just saying, like, when you pitch yourself out there in the shorts feed, people want immediate dopamine. They want something that they can understand and they can latch onto. And that means that what you're doing right now isn't for the shorts feed. Now, you said you do well on long forms, and that's great, because people are primed to watch more stuff like this in long form. They know what to expect. They know to get invested to where they actually have to understand more about it. But when you put it in the shorts feed, it's like, I don't fucking know what that means, so I'm just gonna swipe away. And I can understand why you would have such a high swipe ratio, because I don't understand it, right? So that's the name of the game, man. Shorts, they're fickle. Shorts are fickle. But yeah, keep it up with long forms, and I recommend, I mean, honestly, even a voiceover would have made this better. It at least would have engaged me more. And not an AI voiceover. Just throwing that out there. Definitely not the one that you want to go with. This says, no AI used, by the way. What can I do to break out of 30K jail and now 70K jail? When I see no AI used, I'm like, this doesn't sound good. When they have to warn me ahead of time. Oh, it's ranking. Okay. Yeah, this is not your content. So...
I know how you kids like them sloppy.
Apologies. I know it's mean, but this is not what we do here. That's just That's the GIF we play when somebody takes other people's content, or a lot of people's content, and ranks it. It's not your fault that you've been told that this works. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. You won't get beyond, like, YouTube has already seen these clips. It'll lock you in at a certain jail, and then that's it.
You're a
Holy shit, that
peasant.
was that at the beginning of yours?
You're a
Why'd you do that?
peasant. Who do you fight? The bear or the dragon? Your choice. You're a
Why the fuck is that sound there? It makes me laugh every time. Okay, you said, I want to do pick your poison, but the stuff to be picked is pulled out of my ass. Is it interesting? It's not really interesting. I mean, you're just, like, visually, I'm not even...
You're a medieval peasant. Who do you fight? The bear or the dragon?
I don't know. I'm just not really invested in it. Like, I don't know. It almost seems like a question you'd ask your friend. Like this, I don't know. I don't really know how to help this one. It doesn't seem like a lot of effort goes into it, and so I just don't think that people are gonna watch it. If you can show me a pick your poison type short that went really, really viral, then I might be able to show you, like, oh, well, here's why. I mean, if it's about things that people are already invested in, or if it's relevant to them, or if it's a trending idea, something like that might help. But this, no, I don't think it's very good. It doesn't mean you shouldn't keep creating. I don't, in this format, I don't really know. Man, if you made it relevant to, like, a character, like, if you're this famous character, who would you fight? This villain or this villain? And then, like, break it down a little bit more, then maybe it would do a little bit better. But this just, there's not a whole lot to get invested into. It just looks like something you might have done in 5 minutes, you know? So, I'm sorry I don't have very good advice for that one. But if I saw a pick your poison type short that did really well, I might be able to figure it out more. It's just, it doesn't seem like a format that would resonate. Although I loved your approach to it. Like, you've got a funny vibe about you, and I would recommend, like, honing in on that. It says viewer request. I don't even know what this is about. I gotta mute the music though. Looks like you... Well, for a second I thought I saw something, but then it changed to the inventory screen, and so... Wait, are you trying to open something and grab it out of? Like, these are the questions you need to answer visually or with a text hook or something. But right now, there's just nothing there. Like, what are you trying to do? Tell me, right? I need to know. So, what did you say? I'd like to know why my cap out at 27, the analytics look good. A stay to watch, okay, a bunch of analytics that don't matter. Yeah. How can you improve on retention? Like, let us know what you're doing. That would probably help. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you guys know what they're doing. This needs more views. With slow falling is crazy. 26,000. Man, I wish I knew what you were doing so I could help a little bit more. I mean, maybe that clarity would just take it to the next notch. But right now, you're not very clear with what you're about. Bit only to MC viewers. I don't know what bit means. Viewer requested Minecraft clutches. He's trying to clutch. Okay. Will I clutch this? Yep. Sorry, maybe I'm too old, but there's not a whole lot of clarity for me. So I guess I can't give advice for it. But yeah, I'd be more clear. And hold on, let me see. Like, let's pretend I did know. Viewer request, bam, fail. Fail. Okay, he got it, and after 2 hours, yeah. Okay, so I'd probably, man, I don't know how to fix the. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how to fix this. I would watch somebody else that did something very similar and see what their timing was. Did they start mid-air or did they start with them walking up? I don't know. There's just, it seems to have a lack of clarity, but maybe the other Minecrafters will know a little bit more about this than I would. I hate to just hand it off like I'm supposed to be the expert, but I'm not always. And so there's some honesty for you. This looks like it's not your content, I assume. Hold on, let's see.
Bugatti is banned in India, but the real reason is way stranger. There was actually a case where one of the rich...
Okay, okay, so it's not like, it's not theft, you're making a point, but it's in the way that people who steal content do it with the AI voice and everything. So I foresee this being an issue for you. Not sure if this one had a problem, but YouTube looks for content like this and it's just like, like they didn't create any video or anything. They just took video that exists already on the platform and then put an AI voice over it. And so that might lead to issues for you. Not saying that you did anything wrong. I'm just saying that you did something that everybody can do. I'd appreciate if you could review my channel overall. I only do that for VIPs. Yeah, so I guess that's it. I guess that's all I can give you.
Richest men in the country, Mukesh Ambani, tried to bring in a Bugatti Veyron, and it didn't go the way you'd expect.
Yeah, if this story is already on YouTube, you might also struggle. But other than that, I mean, I recommend coming up with new ideas. I know your thing says you have trouble with that, but that's what we do. We create. And so it looks like this idea was original for you, 500,000. You were the first person to do it. So whatever you did with this one, do with the others. But just know, as back in April, I can't guarantee this is going to get monetized or anything. YouTube is banning channels like this left and right because it's just not. It's not like stuff that you filmed. It's not something that you could, like, basically the way that they judge is, don't chew on that. Moose. Basically, the way that they judge is, damn it, come on. Come on. If you can put your video on somebody else's channel and nobody notice, that's the problem. And so they won't monetize channels like that. Okay, moving on. Beedly-doo. Number 9. This one's called The Sports Bunch. Okay, let's take a look-see. It says it's not available. Sorry, bud. I don't know if I can try to refresh it. Yeah, sorry, man. You took it offline, so I guess I gotta skip. I gotta skippy. And it sucks because it looks like you were a real creator. Like you were, yeah, I saw you. It looked like you were about to give your opinion on stuff. And so it looked real. It looked totally transformative, but it's a bummer it couldn't go through. I watched a YouTuber that earned $10,000 a month. Yeah, I'm sure a ton of people have watched YouTubers that earn millions of dollars from stuff.
Created it in Lego. So this is a popular game.
Yeah, also, after January 29th, they're like, where did my millions of dollars go?
Game played using tires spinning at high speed.
How many times did we see? Oh, this is a different approach. I love it, man. I've seen that video so many freaking times, but this is cool.
This guy recreated it in Lego. So this is a popular.
Oh, okay. So you didn't recreate it. Somebody else did. So this is nothing then, right? Is that where we're at? Are these the channels that make millions of dollars? Okay, I'm moving on. This is just not what we do here. I just realized they were being facetious. I'm sorry. Mock Rios, I was like, wait, I know that name. Why are you saying this? Now I get it. Facetious. Okay. Easy Piano World. I like the name. Nope. I'm skipping you and you know exactly why. It's funny, but it's not. Not to a musician. What the fuck? Sorry, one sec. Bum, bum, bum. Derek, I just got the notification for your coaching notes, so I'll send that over after the stream. Okay, back. You said, mostly would love to hear your thoughts on why this got the traction it did. I'm aware it's still under 30K. Well, that's okay. But it's one of my most popular shorts. I was not expecting to do, I'm aware, suspense, unboxing. Just so you know, when you guys write super long things, that takes away from the time I get to look at it. Would also love to know if you have any thoughts on the rest of the channel. I only do that for VIPs, but let's take a look. Scissors broke. Unboxing. Yeah. So, quick lesson for everybody. And you know what? I think I made a newsletter, or no, I was going to make a newsletter about this, but there are certain things that you can have in your video that will guarantee high retention. And one of them is a box. Another one is a whiteboard, but with something covering it. Or me standing in the way of, like I'm writing something, and you have to stick around to see what I'm writing until I step away from it. These are like little tricks to get people to wait until you reveal something, right? And so, I remember finding this, actually, it's funny, I was just talking to Derek about this in his coaching session. I was watching My First Million, and Sean Purry, he walks into frame with a long box, and he sets it down, and then they get to talking, and they do like the whole podcast, and the whole podcast, I bet it was like the highest performing podcast, because it had a box in there the whole time, and the box ends up being a sword. But he's like, oh yeah, the box. Everybody's like, what's in the box? So yeah, this will do well, but you can't always have boxes, right? So you got to come up with different ways to make people like wait. That you have to reveal something at the end, and this is what a hook is, okay? A hook, just like all the hooks from Hook Bomb, and I'll just bring one up real quick. Like damn it, I can't. Wait, don't I have Hook Bomb app now? I should. If not, I'll log into it. This is the new Hook Bomb for those that haven't played with it yet. So yeah, any of these, like this one right here, the text hook is how person thinks I blank versus how I actually blank, right? And so the how the person thinks, like how mom thinks I dress versus, and then you don't say the rest of it, right? You have to like get through the joke, and then at the end, people have waited for how you actually dress. And that's the same as a box. It's just a text version of an unopened box. And so that's essentially what a hook is. It's just a closed box that people are waiting on you to open, okay? And so, by the way, this is hookbomb.com. It's a tool with 100, some 200, actually it's about to be 300 plus hooks on there, viral hooks that you can use for yourself. All you gotta do is just click on one and then replace the words with your thing. But HookBomb's not going to be the only tool in this package here soon, so I'm very, very excited about that. I'm not going to go too deep into it. I'm not promoting HookBomb too much anymore now that we have the package coming out. I'm very excited. But yeah, this right here, this box is, you're going to get people interested in what it is. I'm interested. So let's open a box. Yeah. That's cool. That's a feather. Ooh, nice little build. Very good. Okay, everybody drops off here, just so you know. This is why it didn't get to 100,000, because we see it, now we're leaving, right? That is how the open box works. Once it's open, people leave. So it's like it has to be the very last thing we see, and then you bail. Or as soon as you open a box, you present people with another box, a smaller box. Say, oh, but that's not the only box, right? So if you break out the mask and then you begin taking yours off, then people are going to stick around because that's the new box. They're like, oh, is she about to or she or he or whatever, they're about to take off their mask, I'm going to stick around. And so that would have been your second box. And so that's how hooks work. You hook, you reveal, you rehook if it's not the end of the short. Okay? All right. Hope you guys understand that. Let's move on. It's a box in a box. Okay, number 7. Oh, there he is. Okay, this is called something. Holy crap. Okay, first, I have a very good average percentage. Man, everybody gives me analytics that don't matter at all. Is the duration too short? It was too long, actually, because you didn't show us anything new. In fact, you showed us something backwards. So, you said, why does it stop suddenly after 20K views? Well, the reason is and I'm not saying make shorter shorts than 8 seconds. It's a very short short, but a short that long needs to be watched like 3 or 4 times to even do well. So basically what you're showing us is this art thing. Okay, we get it now. Now we can leave because there's nothing else to reveal. So you showed it again just at a different angle. That's a little bit of a reveal. Kind of cool. We want to see the final product, maybe in a frame or hung up on a wall or something like that, maybe a price tag, anything to like continue the story, but you didn't continue it. You said, hey, here's some fucking paint, and here it is again, and then here it is backwards for fun. And like nobody wants to stick around for that. So I recommend going and checking out other similar channels to this. There's a lot of very, very cool ones that do like room-wide canvases, and they've got a rope and they stab the bottom of a paint can and throw it around. And I'd recommend doing it one color at a time because that creates a whole bunch of curiosity. Everybody wants to see, oh, what happens when he does blue? What happens when she does purple? Anything like that, I would recommend just doing it little by little instead. You kind of just, here's it all, here's the whole rainbow, there you go. Like, we understood what it was from the beginning. And so these are the things, this is how I would build my art channel if I were you. I hope that helps because it seems like you got a lot of potential and you do one color at a time and get real creative with how you show them. You can make 45-second long shorts that people will stick all the way through. And even if they don't, with the percentage being like 90%, that'll go viral. Okay, number 12. Show you putting paints in the container. I would only do that if you saw another channel do it and it works well. That's what format cloning is all about. That's what hook bomb is basically. Except like if you understand how a hook bomb works, hook bomb is just a tool that organizes a bunch of ones that I found that will work for anybody by niche. And so it's just like a really convenient tool. But you don't need it if you know how to do it. Just go search the shorts feed for stuff in your niche. And then, I don't know, we've got this faceless button that makes things easier for faceless channels. So it's just like, this is a convenience tool, but it's not like, you don't have to use it. You can just, if you know how to do it, you can do it. But yeah, that's how that works. I'm gonna close that. All right, number 12, I just got that one, right? Nope, here it is. Vornell.
$3 billion company that destroyed a $200 billion.
I feel like I've seen this before, like this exact one, and I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this. It's like this exact channel. Yeah, I've already given advice on this, so I don't know what else you want me to do, man. I'm seeing a massive immediate drop in retention graphs after the hook. It's because the hook has nothing to do with it. Again, you have a visual hook that has nothing to do with what you're talking about. So they're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna drop off. There you go. That's the tip. One more time, just so you remember what I said the first time, okay? Moving on. I don't know if you're trying to like trick me and think that I'll say something different, but I won't. Chardog Gaming. What can I do to get more views? Let's see. Load.
I have a massive problem. So this is my fit right now and it's pretty tough. But today I bought the buff cosmetic. But then I realized this looks ugly as crap with my current outfit. Subscribe if you think I should use this, and like if you think I...
Nope. Okay. So you started out with a problem. Oh my God. If this matters to anybody, asking people to subscribe and like is cringe. If that gets you to stop doing it, then it's cringe. There you go. I'll jump into that if that actually makes an impact. It's okay to do, but like when you do it, that's time that YouTube is seeing people drop off like crazy. And so they think that your video sucks at that point. And so they think a good bit of your video sucks. And so this whole like to do this, subscribe to do that, it's nothing. Don't do it anymore, okay? The thing that's missing from this is you have a problem. How are you going to solve it? Or how is it going to crescendo into a bigger problem? Like you have the start of a story and then you're like and subscribe. It's not how it works, right? People want to see what your solution to this outfit situation is. You started a story really, really well. I have a problem. This thing is ugly as shit. Now what am I gonna do? Maybe I'm gonna trick my friend into buying it from me. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I trade it for something else. Maybe I find a way to color it or make it better. I don't know. Like, what's your creative solution for this? Because liking and subscribing is gonna get you nothing. Okay, that's how to get more views. I hope that answers the question. Number 45.
Easy, 750 grand in 72 seconds. This week in GTA.
Oh, wow, it's very, very quiet.
Easy, 750 grand in 72 seconds.
These?
Easy, 750.
Oh, easy.
Grand in 72 seconds. This week in GTA, the HSW time trial is paying 3 times money. So if you beat the target time once, you should get a...
I feel like the subtitles are not matching what you're saying.
Easy, 750 grand in 72 seconds. This week in GTA, the HSW time trial is paying 3 times money. So if you beat the target time once...
What is happening here?
You should get around 750.
It's like...
Yeah, you'll need a HSW vehicle, but if you've got one, this is one of the easiest payouts this week.
I'd recommend working on your subtitles. Their timing is like really, really weird. Okay, you say, does the first second stop the swipe? First, let's take a look.
Easy, 750 grand in 72.
No, it makes me confused on what to look at. I see HSW time trial started. I see the money, but it's two types of money for some reason. I see like a total, which shouldn't be there, right? Why is it there? That's not what you're telling me, right? And then you have the other one. I hope that makes sense. You have the other one, which is what you're telling me. So that should be the only thing I'm reading outside of your subtitles. And then you have go to destination at the bottom, which like is so easy to crop off, and I don't know why you didn't do it. So your very first issue is you have way too much on screen to read. And I would swipe just out of being overwhelmed, to be honest with you. 750K in 72 seconds, clear and believable enough. It's like clear. I couldn't really hear what you said. Maybe it's a volume thing or whatever, but like I was trying to read it at the same time. I think I've already covered why that was a bit of an issue. Is it believable? Yeah, I guess so. I don't play the game, but I don't understand why it would be unbelievable. Does the footage prove the payout time fast enough? I don't know what the payout is.
50 grand in 72 seconds. This week in GTA, the
it just seemed like you were giving me a news update. I didn't think the visual had anything to do with what you were talking about, to be honest with you. Is the explanation too rushed or too basic? I guess it's, if you want me to put it in one of those categories, I'd say rushed. What would you change to improve? Okay, all the stuff that I talked about. I can't dive into like every detail. But yeah, all the stuff that I talked about. That was harsh, man. I tore that apart, but I also think that you can really do it. It's just about like clarity, ideas. I'll pause this one sec. And I think you might be finding formats that work without some solid ideas. Maybe go to Reddit and use the little ask button and ask what people are talking about Grand Theft Auto that week. Say, what are the most asked questions about Grand Theft Auto this week? Or be specific, what month? May. What are the most questions, or the most common questions about Grand Theft Auto in May 2026? And it should give you some things to like spark some ideas, and then you take those ideas and you use something like Hook Bomb, or just go watch other gaming creators and break down the hook and replace those with those ideas. And like that is the combination for a viral video. Right now, I don't see, like, I see your video and I don't know what viral video format you modeled it after, right? I don't think that we all have to do that all the time. I just think that when you're in the learning phase, it's easier to model what works and replace it with your words so you can learn what the rules are before you break them. And that is the lesson for life. I'm learning that about business through people like Russell Brunson. I'm modeling his exact business model and I'm making it my own before I learn how to break those rules. And that's how you should do everything. Okay, that's how I learned how to live stream. You know, I learned, for instance, I look at the camera, and that wasn't something that I originally did. It was something that I saw Dan on vidIQ do, and I wanted to be like him. So I put a little red ring around my camera. I actually have a picture of it, and there's like this little red piece of cardboard, and I just practiced and practiced, and it's just one thing that I modeled after him, and now I feel like I connect with people a lot more. And like now I have a prompter and I'm looking at myself when I do it, but I didn't do that before. I'm gonna find that picture because it's really funny to see from back then. This was my old desk setup. I think I sent it to Derek a little while ago. Oh man, I have to go. If I search desk in oh man, there it is. I just saw it. If I search desk in my Google Photos, it's like there's so many pictures. Anyway, here's the picture I was talking about. You can see that it's a Elgato camera there, and that was the ring that I put around it just so I could get used to looking at the camera constantly. Yeah, that was my old setup back in Germany. You can tell because it's concrete wall. Hey John, unban me. I don't think you're banned, man. I can see your words. Okay. Moving on. This one's called Earth in a Minute. Bum, bum, bum. I just ate too many Chips Ahoy. My stomach. Oh, snout. I was talking to my wife about getting ducks, so I think I might need some tips. For those that were in the VIP on Saturday, the duck that got hit, it turned out to not be one of the two ducks that were in our backyard. It was just a rogue duck. And so, while the story is still sad, it's not as sad as I was that day. I was pretty devastated that day. But yeah, nope. We saw those two ducks the next day. They were just out back, not in the road. All right.
What if you were...
For those that want to know what I'm talking about, the real creators or the VIP group in the Discord. If you go in the Discord, you'll see a little unlock access thing, and or just go to realcreator.community. On Wednesday, we do channel audits. On Saturdays, we do a Q&A where we all hang out and talk to each other. And of course, here in like 20-25 minutes, I'll be going through all of their reviews because they get guaranteed live shorts reviews as well. And they get access to JohnBot, which I'll let other people fill you in on. But yep, I think Will just posted it there. And yeah, Earth in a Minute. Let's make it happen.
What if you worked for a month and got paid in rocks? Welcome to La Rinconada in Peru, 17,000 feet up in the Andes. Higher than commercial planes fly. The highest city on Earth where 50,000 people live and none of them get paid. They work...
What was that noise?
...in gold mines. Here's the system. You work 30 days straight with no salary. Then on day 31, your boss gives you one shift of 30 minutes. You sprint into the mine and grab as many rocks as you can carry. Most haul out...
I'm so confused. Gold miners are paid in rocks. So the one thing I'm not digging about this is the visuals. I know that that's like the anchor here. It's like the thing that really makes people interested in it, or you would think. But I really think it does the exact opposite of that. It's all AI, and when I see stuff like this, I just think, what makes it special? You know, like what are you adding in here that nobody else can? What makes this yours? You should be the creator, right? And so I don't know if it's your voiceover or not, or if that's just another one that people use. But all this stuff doesn't really stand out as groundbreaking to me. There is one channel that does all AI visuals, and I fucking love it. And I know that's pretty rare for me to say, but it's very clear that they write the storytelling to it. It's like, it's so unique. It's very, very cool. And it's just, in the images, they're kind of like Magic the Gathering type images. And anyway, it's you could tell that it's probably written by some dude that's like really into D&D. But anyway, when I see this and I see all the words and the roofs melting into each other and all the words that are fucked up, I don't know. I feel like it's turning people off. And I'm not trying to push my own bias into this. I have certain tastes, but I think that you're going to get a lot of AI slop comments, right? That's just what I'm seeing here. So I don't know. I don't know what else to do to help you. I'll read your thing real quick. Even though it's AI clips and voiceover, I put in a lot of time and creative process and scripts and visual concepts. I rotate between 5 script styles. You rotate between 5 script styles, but you also write them? They're not just your style? I'm confused on where the time goes, you know? I get a lot of people that say, I put hours into this, and it's like, you stole content. Like, I don't know, you didn't steal content, you generated it instead. But I'm not here to judge, I guess. I'm just gonna move on. All the words that are fucked up, yeah. Okay. I mean...
Andes, higher than commercial planes
saw
fly. The highest city on Earth where 50,000 people live. And then on day 31,
yeah, like
your boss...
The clock and stuff. There. What is this? Day 15 Cachored.
With no salary.
Well, it changed for a second, but that's the kind of stuff that I'm just like, I think people are turned off by it. I would recommend making your own Blender animations. That's what worked for me. Okay, Spidey Steve, you're up. Holy crap, that's loud. Alright, Mumbo in Second Life. This is probably going to be one of those things where... I just learned that this is called Clutch, I think. Yeah, I don't know why you guys fucking send me this shit. I don't know. I don't know if it's good or not. I really don't. What do you want me to tell you? Keep doing it? For some reason, this is doing better than most of mine. I doubt it'll make much sense. It's a deep cut reference, and I've had 2 high-performing long-form videos in a row, so mayhaps shorts are not for me. Maybe, I guess. I don't know. This one, you said it performed well, so I don't know. I'm sorry, Spidey Steve. I appreciate you. I'm so thankful you're in the community, really, truly, but I'm also 36 years old, and so I hope it does well for you. I really do. When it comes to scripting and storytelling, I got your back. But when it comes to this, I'm just like, I don't know. I will say that there's plenty of clarity. It's not distracting. It looks fun. I don't have to read too many words. You did all the right things, I assume. But I could never tell you if this is too long or too short or anything, because I don't fucking get it. So I just got to move on. But put on the sound. I can't. I can't. It's like copywritten stuff, isn't it? Is it copywritten? Oh, that's not even you. That's a different person called Spider. Okay. All right, I'm just going to ignore chat for the rest of the time. You guys are a ghost. This is no. Can you analyze my video? Are you Sal? Because I can if you are, and if you're not, then no, I will not. I'm gonna assume you're not Sal, and if you are, I'm so sorry, dude. This is called coattail creating, and I don't do it. I don't help it. Basically, if you have to wait on other people to create content before you can, then that's not what this stream is for, okay? I'm not saying anything. There are other gurus that'll help you with that stuff. Just not me. Okay, what the fuck do we got going on here?
In food ads is fake, and the chicken.
What the hell was that?
Everything you see in food ads is fake, and the chicken is the worst part. That perfect pizza cheese ball? Glue. Those crystal clear ice cubes? Not ice. It is diaper material, so they don't melt. That fluffy cake slice? Cardboard inside. Whipped cream? It is shaving foam. And then the worst part, the chicken. They inflate it with balloons. Everything.
Okay. Alright, so it's like a collection of clips and you explaining what's happening in them. It could be more creative. I gotta hand it to you. Or not. So it's sort of like a ranking video, except you explained them, right, in a list. And so, I don't really know how I feel. I don't love it. I don't love the idea, but I will say this could work well if you slowed down a little bit and explained, like, it took me a second to catch up to what you were doing because there were just so many things that you were pitching. And so maybe if you slow it down to like 3 or whatever, like these are the 3 worst, and you explain each one a little bit more, add an insight. Basically what I'm saying is this only becomes transformative the moment you say something that I can't see. You give me a little bit more information that you're showing in the video, and then it's yours. Then I get it. But if you're just saying, this person is doing this in this video, this person did this in this video, this person did that in the video, all you are is, you're just a curator, you know? And that's just not great. So, I hope that helps a little bit. I'm sure there's other stuff on here. This is just one of those things where I'm like, could be better. But I think that it could still go viral and stuff. It's just not my taste, right? No pun intended. But I would say slow down a little bit. Don't give us 10, give us 3. 3 is the magic number. Give us 3, give us a little bit of insight into each one. Motherfucker, hell yeah.
There is only one Resident Evil boss that Albert Wesker actually feared. Wesker spent his entire life acting like an untouchable god. He casually beat down Chris Redfield like an absolute joke. But in Code Veronica, his massive ego was completely shattered the second he challenged Alexia Ashford. She had perfectly
Okay, so telling the game story is what it is. How to improve. I have a lowest 0.16 RPM on a channel. I have lowest, I don't know what that means, but that's shorts for you. This got 1 million views, so I don't know what you want me to improve there. Like, hold on. If you're asking how to improve your RPM when it comes to shorts money, you can't. That's just how it is. You are doing gaming, and you're not adding anything new into it, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. You're just kind of adding a voiceover, and maybe that has something to do with it. When I did mine, it was at 21 to... It started out at 21 cents, and it went down to like 17 cents, I think, something like that. So, I don't think you can improve it. So, I guess I got nothing else to say about that. That has 1.5 million views, and you can't improve your RPM. But I will say the higher your views get, the lower your RPM will get. So, that's a bummer. But that's just shorts for you. You got to get a shitload of views to make money. It's about 6 million engaged, 9 million public if you want to make $1,000. That's kind of how the math worked out for me. Review my last 8 shorts. My latest 8 shorts. You know what? I'm not going to. I'm just gonna skip. If somebody wants to be that entitled, yeah, you don't get any review. How about that? How about that? How do you think I could improve the hook on this short? I'm assuming it should probably be shorter. If there's something else I could have done, ignore the call to action at the end for the long form. I'll ignore it, but YouTube won't.
I tried speedrunning this Lego set while playing Mario Kart World, and I had to restart the run 4 different times. Why you...
1 second. I
tried speedrunning this Lego set while playing Mario Kart World, and
Oh, okay. Speedrunning a Lego
I had to
set.
restart the run 4 different times. Why, you may ask? Well, let's go for that real quick. The first time was because I decided to change the rules to make it fairer, and of course had to restart because of that.
Okay. Your biggest issue already is that you're not showing, you're just telling. And that's like, yeah, you need to show the story. Nobody wants to hang around for somebody to tell them something that happened on the shorts feed, right? If you show us, then that's fine. And you might get there, but you got to start in it. Like, this is way too much of a preface for something that you're going to show.
Essentially, as every 2 places got me 1 piece, then became every 3 places gave me 1 piece. The second was because I forgot to take apart.
And now there's too much cognitive load. So, so not only are you not showing us what you're talking about, but now you're trying to make us remember stuff. And that's just not how the shorts feed works. People are dumb, right? Dude, you got to consider that, like, I'm just kind of scrolling. My brain is off, right? I might as well be half dead. And so if you're like, okay, here's the math, here's what something I did this, but then I had this mistake, and like you're giving me one thing to remember, and then you make me do math, and so this is gonna go bad for you. I'm gonna pause because this dude, he's a real creator, and I want to give him the time of day.
Are a couple of the pieces from the first restart. 5. Was already. God damn. I missed it.
And now we've slowed down a little too much.
I think I need to restart. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot to take the cup.
This right here is way too small to see. So this, I'm giving you a ton of tips, dude. I'm sorry, but like, I hope you can back this up and just kind of write them down. But right here, you'll see that the stuff that you're showing is covered up in the shorts feed. So like all the title and stuff, you're not going to see any of that. That needs to be a little bit lower, but I'll show you. It's going to be like this, more or less. Yeah, something like that. You're like right behind the subscribe button. And so in this situation, I would do Lego bottom half, game top half. And it would be that simple. Obviously, it looks like you came from a long form, and so you're just kind of repurposing the story. But really, I think that that's your biggest issue here, is you tried to make something from long form work for shorts, and though it can work for live streams and podcasts really well, it's still really, really difficult. And I'm gonna, no, I can't, damn it. I wanted to drop the hook finder thing, but I'm not going to. Not until next week. But there is a way, there will be a way that you could paste your live stream into a tool and it tells you all the right spots to make your short out of. It's magic. I don't know who made it. I don't know what they trained it on, but yeah, it's pretty dope. And so it can work, but I always recommend that people, if you're going to make shorts, make them specifically for the shorts feed. Now, if you want people to watch your live streams and long forms, you need to strike a good balance or just have 2 channels. And if you do a clip channel and then you do a long form channel, that seems to do the best. Yeah, I hope, you know what? I want to see if I can put him. None of these are the live streams. Okay. Wait, this one might be. Yeah. Lego speedrun. There. I'm going to run that one through. And we're going to go for it. I want to see, well, first of all, we've been debugging it, so. All right. I'm letting it run through. And then we'll do the full live stream. Oh my God, there's a warning on it. I totally forgot. Okay. Cool. All right. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and move on, but I'd like to check out the clips that it gives. And maybe that can help you a little bit more on knowing which section to pick. But trying to break down your full story into a short is you're going to have some issues. Hook finders for live streams. You can put long forms in it, but it's not as great. Okay, this one is called Explaino Banano.
The $2 bill has been cursed since day one.
It's not a great hook. It doesn't make me invested. If you said the $2 bill is linked to 3 murders, then I'm like, what the fuck? But you said cursed, and cursed is too vague. So that's problem number 1.
In the 1800s, people linked it to bribery and gambling. Superstitious people literally torn off the corners to break the curse, making
That's more interesting. Okay.
the bill unspendable. And
So that would have been my hook. If you've ever come across the $2 bill with its corners ripped off, there's a very good reason. That's a hell of a hook. That makes me curious. Like, what? I haven't, but I need to know why. And so that would have been the better hook, because it's very specific about the thing you need to be curious about, whereas just cursed is too general.
cash registers were never built with a slot for them, so cashiers had no idea what to do with them. The government cancelled it, then brought it back, not because people wanted it, but because it cost the same to print $1 bill and $2 bill. The $2 bill...
Okay, yeah, and then the end of that was just a little confusing for me. 1 second. Okay. All right, this one says, "Oh, piano's right behind me. Oh, I'm gonna get Mario Karted." That's a hilarious hook. Let's see what that one's like.
Also, piano's right behind me. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna get Mario Karted.
Yeah, that's a solid hook. I like that. But I would like to build a little bit more of a story into it. So basically, this tool just picks the great dynamic moments, like scary, funny, tension, whatever, and then it gives you ideas of what could make a good ending. And so, yeah, anyway, I would like to look more into this a little bit just to see what else. Okay, anyway, I'm so impressed with that tool. Every time I put something in there, I'm like, holy crap, it always grabs some really crazy stuff. Okay. Right. Now we have to do some VIPs. Again, for those that don't know, realcreator.community. Here's the VIP. You'll probably see this if you jump into the Discord, but it's actually full of all these channels. And like I said earlier, on Wednesdays, we do channel audits, full channel audits. I spend like 30 minutes per person really breaking down their channel. At least this past Wednesday, we got through 6 people, I guess. We have 17 to go through this month, and every month that restarts. So I get to go over your channel for another 30 minutes every month. I break down your thumbnails, your banner, basically I want to help create brands, and so that's what we're aiming to do. That's why we took off Fridays. And then Saturdays we do Q&A, and then they get access to JohnBot, which I'm still super excited about. I wonder if I still got JohnBot up in the air. Talk to JohnBot. Anybody, who's got a question for me? Let me ask JohnBot something. We'll see what he says. The thing about JohnBot is he's been trained on my live streams and only my live streams. So all the stuff that I've ever said, all the advice I've ever given, all my emails, my coaching calls, that's all this has. It doesn't have anything else on the internet. It knows logic, reasoning, and then my info. So whatever we ask it, it would be my answer. Now, it doesn't mean that it can just make stuff up for you, because I've never made stuff up for you. Otherwise, it would be in the data set, but it's not. How can I get rich in YouTube? Let's see. How can I get rich in YouTube? Good question. Also kind of a loaded one. Let me ask you a few things. Oh, God. It talks way more than I do. Oh, God. Too much. But, yeah, basically, getting rich on YouTube means pretty different things depending on where you're at. Yeah, that's kind of what I would tell people. A lot of people say AdSense, but I bet he probably jumps into branding, build an audience, have an offer, a product, a service. Yeah, that's exactly what I would say. If you think about reposting other people's content or clipping stuff, I'm going to stop you right there. YouTube will eventually deny monetization on that. Is that so, John Bot? Anyway, John Bot answers all the normal questions we get asked constantly. So you get access to that in the VIP. VIP, or realcreator.community, if you want to jump in. And then the price goes up here shortly. We said that the price was going to jump up this week. We are actually holding it off until Friday, I believe. Then it's $50 a month. So best of luck to you. All right, VIPs, they get guaranteed reviews. So the first one is Designer Can't Draw. Let's take a look-see. There's copyrighted music in this, so heads up. Thank you so much for the warning.
As soon as I started this drawing today, I knew it was going to be rough. I can't draw, and I've been a full-time graphic designer for almost 10 years, so I started drawing every day to try to get better. I might have been barking up the wrong tree with this stuff. As soon as
I think it's got great engagement bait compared to what you normally do. Okay. Like the puns. The thing I like most about Real Creators community is John Bot. I started using it a week ago, and my stay and watch and I've seen my stay to watch percentage and retention go up like crazy. I'm just putting this out there. John Bot can say the things that I say, but like that's not the expectation you should have for John Bot. I never helped you in the past, but he does give good advice. I'm just saying, don't expect him to write a script for you or anything. He might, but it might suck. I don't know. I mean, I doubt it'll suck, but I'm just saying, you know, just be careful. But you said, so far every short I've made has been faceless, trying to decide whether I should start shorts with me talking, holding up the drawing, lightly blurred. To be honest, you need an extra piece of value in this. Right now it's like, I'm drawing a dog and I'm making hold on one sec.
I knew it was going to be rough. I can't draw, and I've been a full-time...
Okay, so basically you're going for the stakes. The stakes are, I can't draw, but I'm trying to draw. And then at the end of this, people see that you can draw, and it's kind of boring, right? It's like, oh, he says he can't draw, but he clearly can draw a little bit. And so, yeah, whatever. You're not leaving the viewer with much, right? But you can leave that, I can't draw, but I'm trying to draw. You can leave that as like the vibe for the start of your channel. Eventually you're going to be able to draw. But I would start telling personal stories in this instead. People want the combination of watching something and listening to something else. And it happens all the time. So I'd recommend taking a look at some art channels. You'll see a lot of them do this, where they draw, but they're telling a second story, okay? So I'd at least try that. You can leave the day 40, 41, whatever, but that's what I would do, okay? I don't have much advice to give after that because you get such like a very limited, constrained format. There's not much else you're doing, so that's what I would personally try with that. Mach 2.5.
Fun fact, fighter pilots have a backup escape plan that's just a knife. If the ejection system fails and the canopy won't open, the pilot is stuck inside a thick polycarbonate dome built to survive bird strikes. But you obviously can't punch through that with bare hands. So engineers included this knife mounted right on the dashboard that the pilot grabs and bashes against the canopy until it cracks open. Other airplanes also have ways to break out of the cockpit, but it's usually just a boring hammer. Fun fact, fighter pilots have a backup escape plan that's just a knife.
A backup escape plan. Okay. You mentioned on my previous submission to find my angle. Can you explain what and how to find it? Okay, so in this one,
in fact, fighter pilots have
the angle is, what is this object? It looks fucking weird, and that creates curiosity.
A backup escape plan that's just a knife.
And so you sort of have it, right? But you're talking more about the pilots and what they do, and instead, it should be more about the object. Like, interesting objects are an angle, right? And this doesn't look just like a knife. It looks like It could look like something inappropriate to somebody, or it could look like an inhaler or whatever. So I probably wouldn't start with fun fact personally, but I would say this object has saved X number of lives or whatever. This object is fighter pilot's last resort, right? Something along those lines. And nobody knows what it's for. I don't know. I just make the people curious about the object because it doesn't look exactly like, it doesn't tell the story alone, basically. And so then you say this object would say has saved fighter pilots' lives, and then you build up the situation, and then at the end of the story, the knife comes into play, and then they know what it is, and that's the end. And so I really love the punch animation thing, and so I would start with this item, and then go to so imagine a pilot is flying or whatever, and he can't eject, and so he can't punch through the thing. That way you get to use the animation, and then he pulls out this baby, this, and then you go from there. That's the angle. So when I say angle, I always think, what angle would make people the most curious? What part about this entire idea is the most curious angle? And that only you get real good at that when you watch a lot of content and you create a lot of content, and it's something that comes out of instinct eventually. And so I can look at a clip from this guy, what's his name, Fear the Hug Bug. I can look at a clip from him and think, I know exactly how to make this story. I know exactly what to put first because that creates the most curiosity. That's the angle. So I hope that helps. Right now, I look at this image or this picture, and I think that creates the most curiosity out of the whole thing. It's all about the knife, but it's the fact that it doesn't really look familiar, and so that would be the angle I went for. Kalia VR. Kalia VR. All right. When it comes to Kalia, I always find angles that she doesn't see, so maybe this might help. I made a second channel and had a video get 27,000 views, and since none of my shorts have been pushed to the shorts feed, and since then, wait, what'd you do? I made a second channel and had a video get 27,000 views, and since then, none of my shorts have been pushed to the shorts feed. Any advice? Second channel link below. So you created a second channel, and you only posted one, or you posted multiple, but only one did it?
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Right now, it's okay. All right. You didn't post any videos on this channel that you had on the other channel, right? None of them are duplicates, I hope. It doesn't look like it. Okay. So right now, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure where the problem is. This is a new channel, and YouTube has yet to learn what you do, right? And so it's trying you out on different audiences, just like how new channels start. And so some of them aren't getting impressions yet because it doesn't know how consistent you're going to be. It doesn't know what type of audience to serve you to yet. So this one, I'm not so sure what you're trying to get from me. I just don't know what to answer here. But for this one, I can take a look and see if there's a problem with it.
What's the line moving so slow? Hurry up, idiot! Oh no, a whole extra kilo. Call the army.
Mother.
I cannot believe how well I paused this. You mother. This, man, you built up tension really, really good in this. Okay.
First of all, this is 18
moment for you. Opening a suitcase.
Oh my God, your reaction builds it up so well. Oh, this is so good. Holy shit!
Ooh. Yep, and you're going to jail.
Oh my god! I have never seen some shit like this. Oh man, you slapped her jaw off.
Hope you're not this bad.
Holy shit, that is so freaking crazy. Oh my god.
Tying your shoes, too.
What?
It should have ended already, by the way. That was it. That's gonna hurt so bad that you didn't end it after she got arrested.
Hope you're not this bad at tying your shoes, too.
What?
I mean, I get why it was a punchline. But yeah,
And you're going
it was like, the dynamic was done now. And so,
Yep, and you're going to jail.
end, right? That's perfect.
Hope you're not.
Or maybe you should have left it off and then like seen her walk away and then that would have been end. That's what I would have done, but holy crap. I think maybe it built up a tiny bit too slow, but god, dude, the payoff was so good.
Slow. Hurry up, idiot. Oh no. A whole extra kilo. Call the army.
You mother. First of all,
Wow.
this is 18.
Big moment for you. Opening a suitcase.
Ooh.
God damn, dude. Oh shit, oh man, that is so funny. Your reaction to breaking her jaw is so good.
Yep, and you're going to jail.
Oh my god, it is so good. Okay, I hope I answered some questions. I gotta move on. I'll just not get anything done. Oh shit.
Draw the rock. Okay, here you go.
All right.
Drawing, what do the comments say? I started by making quick sketch, then I drew some lines on the jacket, added shading, followed by some more shading. Now you see, I wanted to make it realistic, but I think I just drew a rock. Draw the rock. Okay, here you go. Drawing, what do...
Okay, so there was a lot of telling, not showing. And so you were just like, I did this thing and this thing and this thing. But like, the formats that we know work on YouTube tells us that you probably should have shown that you were actually doing it. And so recording that would have been better for you. I don't know how well the song is playing out for you. What would you change to make it more interesting? Definitely show yourself creating the thing that you said you created. I plan on drawing the intro, not using a font, adding some beat into it. I don't necessarily know if the song is hurting or helping. You know, you gotta take a look at your retention and see if people are dropping off there. But before that, you need to get a certain amount of views. And so I would not do this every time. You need to start experimenting with what works and what doesn't.
I started by making quick sketch, then I drew some lines on the jacket, added shading, followed by some more shading. Now you see, I wanted to make...
And then a lot of the stuff that you were trying to show, you were in the way of it, and your text was in the way of it. So, yeah. A lot of the stuff you're like... You're starting to pitch it like a story, which is good, but you're saying a joke more than anything. And so... when you do this, think of like a conflict that you have. Like, people want to stick around to see you overcome something or to break tension. And so you having trouble trying to draw the rock would be the thing that you hype up throughout, and then the final project or the final result is the joke, right? But when you should have been building up the conflict and the tension, you had like a song in there and you were just pointing out things instead of like talking about how you struggled to do this or that, or even just showing the process of doing it. So like, you are essentially an art channel, but you're just not doing anything art channels do. And so I recommend everybody look up formats that work and then try to do your version of it. Then you learn what works, and then you can break the rules.
Oh god, not the ball chat. Can you like backstep it? Whoa! Don't move, you won't see us. Fuck! Let me go! Let me go! Let me go! I rolled it? Am I in the ball? What is happening? Hello? I can't get out of here. I'll just take a sit down right here. Boy, let me out. He let me out.
Oh god.
He finally let me out. Go, 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 go. What the hell? I've never...
Okay, so once you got away, that's like kind of the end unless you build up to another thing that happens. Your text hook, really, that's never happened before. Not very specific to the game. You could put that on anything, right? But this is like, man, your title is more of a text hook. I think I broke Elden Ring. I've never seen this Elden Ring glitch, or yeah, something like that. Like never seen before Elden Ring glitch would have been perfect, right? Because people got to stick around to see what the glitch is, and yeah, then you solve that tension by showing the glitch, and then you gotta show how you got out of it. Okay, I was trying to finish this one up right before your stream. Tried to do the scene cuts, show how Severlight, how King Moose does it, taking any focus off what's happening in the clip. I also tried going bigger gameplay with me talking. This looks good. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, I didn't even notice anything wrong about it. So, my last stream clip since the channel audit is at 400K on TikTok. Thanks, man. Hell yeah. I'm thinking about these clips properly now. Fuck yeah. Yeah, so really the only thing that I think is wrong with this one is maybe it lasted a little past the dynamic point or the resolve, but also the text hook should probably be more specific about the game. And so I never have like the perfect answer for everything. I just, like, I'm like a John GPT, where I have all the data of all the stuff that I've seen successful in my head, and then I just give you your version of it. Then that's kind of it. Thoughts on Twitch logo at the bottom sending people away from YouTube? If that is sending people away from YouTube, then YouTube doesn't know about it. YouTube doesn't, like, if people leave to go watch I Am Swiss Cheese on Twitch, then it doesn't fucking matter. He got what he wanted. That's his whole goal. But my advice is to not push people like vocally, and don't say it. Just like let people make the choice. If people can make the choice, then they're down, right? They're yours. They're in your community if they make that choice. But if you push them to it, there's like a 50-50 shot that they'll say no. Well, it's way worse than that. But they also might join and then leave later. But if they make the choice themselves, they're like 99% chance they're going to stick around. And so that was my suggestion, was to put that there. It was bigger, and then there was like a part in his previous shorts where he said it. Then there was like, I try not to let call to actions interrupt anything. Yeah, so I think that that's totally fine. People knowing that you're on Twitch is fine. It's not like you're telling them to leave the platform. I always try to make it as subtle as possible, personally.
Japan's $20 billion airport in the middle of the ocean is sinking right now. So when Kansai International was built on its own man-made island...
Okay, that's not bad. What'd you say here? First time I've hit 100K views in the first 24 hours. Good engagement, still going strong. I think the hook was good, but was wondering if there's anything else you might take away that might help with future videos. Thanks, John. Okay.
Engineers prepared for it to sink a little, but not as much as it actually did. Over 50 years, they thought it would drop around 6 meters into the Osaka Bay, but in just 12 years, it sank almost 9 meters. They had to build the newest terminal on adjustable columns that could be lifted up manually by sliding metal plates underneath the airport, but it still wasn't enough. In 2018, a typhoon flooded the entire thing, and a massive ship crashed into the only bridge connecting the airport to land, stranding 3,000 people on a sinking island. And as of 2026, it sank more than the height of a 4-story building, yet Japan announced a $500 million renovation to make it even bigger. But that's why Japan's $20 billion airport in the middle of the ocean.
Okay, I kind of mentally checked out about halfway through there. I don't know if there's anything you can remove from this and make it still all make sense, but I would recommend at least removing 1 year point. But like the way that you deliver it, it's almost like I really don't fucking feel like telling you all this shit, but I have to because these are all the facts about this topic. It's like, okay, it just feels like you're going through the motions, just trying to get it all out. And so it's so info dense that maybe a little less info might help it a little bit more. I know that that kind of sucks because you want to give all the value you can, but sometimes value comes with brevity. But that would be my suggestion. It just seems like there's a little bit too much, so remove the most boring one, and that would be it. Like them raising the platform thing, I don't really give a fuck about that. But a ship bumping into it, that's like dynamic to me. So I hope that helps a little bit. And congrats, man. That's great. Great that it's working out for you. Why doesn't this short perform better? I was wondering if I should keep spending my time working on higher quality shorts or try long form. Let's take a look.
How does this magic disc even work?
Give me 1 second, please. Gotta use the bathroom. Gotta use the bathroom.
I don't know, there's text, visual, and audio, and once you learn what those are for, hookbomb.com is where to go.
This channel did what I said and got 650,000 views. Then they did it again and got 7 million views. This is exactly what he did.
There's one game on Roblox you should never play.
That one turned into 670,000 now.
There's one color you should never see.
And then the one that got 7 million views, I think he used this one.
I just found a dark secret in this Roblox game, and
I just found a crazy secret in this yin and yang illusion.
They actually got more views than the hook from Hookbomb that inspired it. By the way, these examples are coming from hookbomb.com. It's a tool I made that you can search for all different types of hooks in different niches. You can do faceless. Hookbomb.com if you want it. It's not a subscription.
It's not a subscription!
Recently, somebody got 8 million views with a 1 million view example. It was Roblox too. Hookbomb.com if you want it. It's not a subscription. Let's do another example. Number 3. Perception versus reality. I hope that's what it says. Got it. Example 1. How it feels versus what it actually looks like. All right, this one got 20 million views. So you get the idea there. How I think I sound versus how I actually sound. How I think I rap versus how I actually rap. How I think I look when I eat versus how I actually look. Now there is a twist on this format. Instead of perception versus reality, it's expectation versus reality. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Expectation, this will. So a twist on this idea, you expect a recipe to go well that you find online, but then it's chaos, it's a total mess. Or you're playing The Witcher 3, and you expect to be Geralt riding majestically on your horse, but your horse, Roach, is on top of a building. Number 4. How it started versus how it's going. Example 1.
Oh, I like it. I'm doing good. This is great. Oh my gosh. What is this? Oh no.
You have how it started on screen, and then you show the before, then how it's going, that's the after. You got a cuddly kitten before, and then after you got a crazy crap cat crapping everywhere. Or you could do something about AI. When it started, it was just funny Shrek pictures, and then after it's... Here's another one. You can nest of flowers, and Austin Powers, da-da-da-da-doobers. I think what really sticks the landing on this one is they start with something that seems like it's about to get crazy. The viewer is already in, so they stick around to see what the deal is. The crazier thing that you do at the beginning, the crazier it should be at the end. This one just, they're marketing a product, so it was a bit different. Number 5. What you see versus what I see. All right, first example. Then I a pretty knife that I stuck 10 times in his crack. It's a half and half approach, which doesn't really apply to a whole lot of niches, but I do love it. What you see on the left versus what I see. So if you're a content creator, you do DIY stuff. What you see is the finished product on the left, and then what I see is the behind the...
3 kinds of hooks that you ought to know. There's text, visual, and audio. And once you learn what those are for, hookbomb.com is where to go.
This channel... Okay, I'm back. Alright. That's weird. I heard the ad going and then it just cut out and started over. When I exported it, maybe I ended it in a weird spot. Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Back to reality. Sorry.
How does this magic disc even work? This is a DVD, a versatile version of a CD that can hold large amounts of data. But how does data even get stored on such a flat disc? Well, imagine how a needle might read a record. It feels between the grooves and interprets that spacing into sound. Music! A DVD player is very similar. Instead of a needle, it uses a laser. And instead of grooves, there's little indentations burned in, smaller than a human hair. These indentations scatter the laser, binary as 0. When the laser hits a clean surface, the laser reflects back up and is read as a 1. As the disc turns, the laser reads a billion.
Okay, sorry. I was distracted by Mose. Now he's pissed off at me. Okay, so I gotta go back here, but I gotta tell you, there's like a lot of info in here.
Even worse, this is a DVD, a versatile version of a CD that can hold large amounts of data. But how does data even get stored on such a flat disc? Well, imagine how an...
Okay, so I love your approach to things, but I gotta say, I don't necessarily know if you're gonna get your efforts worth out of this when this topic has most definitely been covered on YouTube on how DVDs store information. And so you do it differently, sure, but if you don't offer any new information, which is very difficult to do now, it might not pass a conflict radius. You do it in such a unique way, but I don't know if it's grabbing enough. You say, why doesn't this perform better? I would consider trying long form if that's an option to you. You have a long form vibe. Like, people, the way that you do this, it's like people have to have patience with you. And for long form, they're primed to give that type of attention. But for short form, it's like, you need to give me value right now or I'm swiping. And you are much more chill. You got like a certain pace to you that I feel like does fit long form better.
Needle might read a record. It feels between the grooves and interprets that spacing into sound. Music!
Yeah, this does feel like long form content. And so I would try that. At least, I mean, the quality's good. So I would just work on long form. There's a lot of things that you got to pay attention to that you would need to change to fit the shorts mold, and I just don't want to fuck that up. You got like a good vibe. I would recommend trying long form. And you're a VIP, and I do the long form. I do the channel audits on Wednesdays, and maybe I'll pick you this Wednesday or the following Wednesday, depending. And by the way, VIPs, if you don't want to be picked on a certain Wednesday, let me know, and we'll put it off. If you got something that you want to finish up, we can always put it off. So, okay. I'm just going to move on then. Got two more. Thank you, Max, for being a VIP, and I'm excited to go through your full channel to help that out. Okay, bitter.
Your house sucks, and it's not because it's made out of dirt. It's because it doesn't have a dope-ass wizard tower on it. Put a dope-ass wizard tower on it. Oh. Come on, man, you're gonna heckle me? This isn't heckling. This is a self-representation of how you feel about your own content. What are you talking about? Let's put it this way, right? When you released that video, you had a very small following. Right, yeah, I did. But then the video blew up. That's what people know you from. I mean, yeah, I guess. I have other bits, though. I mean, sure, you have other bits, but a lot of it boils down to the same format. Putting a dope-ass something on or with something else. Sure, but it's a good format. I'm not denying that at all, but while trying to chase that high of that first level of discovery, you've lost what you got into this for in the first place. You were doing it for fun. Are you still having fun? My ad-lib sucks. And it's not because it's becoming self-aware.
Wait, what?
It's
Why
because
did
it
I do
doesn't
that?
have a dope-ass voice changer on it.
Wait, what?
Put a dope-ass voice changer
Turn the
on
voice
it, and
changer
it would
off.
be a
Take it
good
off
ad-lib.
right now. This is not fair.
Your house sucks.
I gotta show you what he said, okay? He said, I attempted some, come on, is that gonna work or not? Oh, it's because I clean pip, sorry. Sorry, Will. He said, I attempted some meta commentary. Son of a bitch, why is it not working? I'm looking right at it. Why? Where? Where are you? Maybe if I reset. Give me a second. Is it called VIP? There we go. So, he said, I attempted some meta commentary and wanted to know if the payoff was worth it. Okay. When you said meta, I didn't know what to expect. And, like, it was meta, and then it was really meta right at the end. And so I personally like it because I know you. But, like, I guess really the question is, what do you intend to do with it? Because you have this following. Where are you at now? Let me just take a look. 41,000. It's like, it's micro compared to the Minecraft niche in general. And so you had a hit of a joke and it landed with some people and it was fine. And the majority of people don't really know that joke. And so this, it's really only for certain people, like people that know the joke, right? And so if you intend to like help build that community and that joke even more, then this is the type of content to make. If you want to send it behind you, then continue making other things that are not in the format. And like, I don't really know if you're struggling with it or not, but you got to create something else, and you got to move on to your next baseball, huh? So that's what I would do, man. I would just keep creating other things. Like you already have a nice constraint, Minecraft. And so, yeah, I don't know. I really like that your approach to your own commentary over your own thing, but you don't have to do things suck anymore. And I don't know. You have other things. The frog and stuff I thought was pretty funny too. But when you reference an inside joke, it's just gonna limit things. That's it. I think it's good personally because I know you and I'm like in the community. I really enjoyed it, especially the end when it kicked in. But the majority of people that don't understand it aren't going to stick around. So it's going to be hit or miss for a lot of people. I think you already knew that, though. I personally enjoyed it.
Michael's discontinued this brown yarn, meaning I can no longer make and sell this sunflower pillow, which was one of my best sellers. So right now, the only pillows available on my Etsy are my heart pillows, which sold very well leading up to Valentine's Day. But it's now May. So I wanted to design a pillow that people would want to buy year round. So I came up with a star pillow. Look at it, all nice and squishy and star shaped. I am obsessed with this, and you can get your own on my Etsy. Michael's discontinued.
I love that. That was great. This is a really solid, like, stakes moment. This is really good. You said general storytelling advice. In my last submission, I shared a story of designing a new product. This time I took a new approach. This approach is much better, in my opinion. It made me want the sunflower pillow, to be honest with you. You build up some scarcity there, which is a really good idea. If you build up a little bit of scarcity with the star pillow, it could help too. But anyway, 113,000. Yeah, I'd say it worked out pretty well. There was nothing that you said in there that I would remove. I think it was very, very good. I think the results you're going to get from this were going to be the results you would get from it. I wouldn't change anything. It's very, very good. Business-wise, I would create urgency and scarcity in whatever product you have. And you did a very, very good job with the sunflower, but you did it after the fact. And so if you can come up with something new, like very limited available things, right? Like, this is the last time I'm creating this for whatever reason. It could be any reason. It'll sell. Very, very good. Okay, let's move on to the shorts reviews. yeah, sorry. You said general storytelling advice. You already know it. You already nailed it. I got nothing to give you. I got nothing. Okay. Let's... 1 second. I'm looking at chat. Yeah. Okay. All right. Give it a spin. Actually, yeah, screw it. It's too late. It's too late to reset. What? What? Don't look at me like that. This is, hey, it's Ricky. Hey, Ricky.
The world's largest data center is being built by billionaire Kevin O'Leary.
1 second. Oh, good. All right. All right. I had to double check. It's a real person. Okay. Hi, Ricky.
The world's largest data center is being built by billionaire Kevin O'Leary right here in Utah.
We need AI compute power. And so where do you put that? You put that in data centers.
And get this, it's twice as big as Manhattan. The project could consume up to double the energy of the state and burn so much natural gas that Utah's carbon footprint could jump by 75%. And that heat could raise temperatures 28 degrees every night. They're using a military loophole to keep locals from having a say, and well, they're not happy about it. But O'Leary has fired back, saying that those who oppose this are foreign spies for China. Yeah.
Elevate Strategies, also a cell operating inside of Utah. Gabby Finlayson. Gabby, what are you doing? And why?
What the fuck is he doing wearing flip-flops? What the fuck is that? It almost looks, it looks so funny. It almost looks AI generated, the bottom half of this, because he's wearing flip-flops. It's not that flip-flops are bad, it's just they're really bad with what else he's wearing. I just stepped out of the sauna.
Who's paying you?
Well, hi, hello, it's me, Gabby Finlayson.
Supporters say this is a national security must, but others are saying, not in my backyard. But if not here, where? I
am interested in where this channel goes, because I did not mean for that to happen. This channel has something that I don't get to see a lot, and it's consistent news output. And it's not quite a channel, like really all I can do is help you with your hooks. But for the people that stay watching, all it comes down to is making sure it's relevant to everybody. And for the most part, this only seemed relevant to Utah until about halfway through. And I live in Ohio, and so I don't really care what you're saying until you got to the part that I didn't stay for, right? And so just like whatever is like, there always has to be something to stick around that applies to everybody. And this could change the country, right? This could change the country as we know it. Now, I'll explain that in a minute, but first, let me talk about Utah. And now I've reworded it into something that John Scott would do, where it would be a hook, and then you stick around, and maybe I'll give you that little bit of America at the end. And so that's kind of how I would do it. But let me listen to your hook again, because I want to.
The world's largest data center is being built by billionaire Kevin O'Leary right here in Utah.
Okay, yeah, it's not good. Oh, it is. It's good. It's fine. The world's largest data center is pretty important, but like you need to make it apply to everybody. And so because it's right here in Utah, guess how many people aren't in Utah, you know? And this is also very story specific, I understand. But it goes to show if you can make something about Utah apply to everybody, then you can make anything apply to everybody. And so that's what I would focus on, honestly. I think that your hook in the way that it's pitched is fine. It's just about what you're pitching in it. Man, you got some mad potential. I really, really like this channel. I'm gonna subscribe because I'd like to keep up with you. If you are on Discord, join the Discord. I have like a little John's playlist role that I assign to certain channels that I watch outside of everything, just so I can keep up with them. Also because I want to use you as social proof when I help you succeed. and it makes me look awesome. So hop in there. I would like to add you to that list just so I can keep tabs on you. Okay, all right. That next one was number 30. This is not. Wait, there we go. Was created with AI tools. This might not be great, but let's see.
Knocked you out.
And this happened twice?
They call that milk toast misidentification.
Yeah, Theo, I remember it like it was yesterday.
Ain't nobody got these SVU braids, special victims unit. What? I ain't Law and Order. I'm LL.
What just happened? Why?
I ain't Law and Order. I'm LL. NCIS, LA. That's cool, Jay. Let's put a hat on it. Hip hop moved fast.
What the fuck is happening with this? Sometimes I see, like, I'm disappointed in AI content just because of the way it is, and then something like this comes out, and I'm like, if you're gonna do anything with AI, I guess have at it. Like, go 500% into it.
Fast. Suburbia buffer.
Like, make it so ridiculous that it's entertaining again, you know?
Mom knocked you out.
And this.
Okay, but I don't have anything to help you. I'm sorry. I really don't know what to say. You said, is this original content if all images and video except for my headshot was created with AI tools? I think it's original. Is it good? I don't know. But I don't think anybody else is doing this exact thing that you did. So I guess I'm forced to say that you originally made this with your AI stuff. It's specific to you. Does it mean that other people can't do what you do? No, it's not a talent that you've built here. It's something that other people can do. Will they choose to do it? I don't know. You also said that you use After Effects and stuff, and so and you animated and stuff like that. You're kind of in this weird gray area for me to help, but also it made me laugh. I don't know if that helps you. You said, are my subtitles too high? Yeah, like normally this is where I put them, right there. And the eye line is where people are looking, and the captions are where I put captions. So sorry, Wade's Walk. I don't know how to help you, bro. But best of luck to you. You did not go on my shit list. You did not go on my slop list. If that means anything. That's how Plus Ultra started. He was doing some crazy shit with AI, and then he just kind of went into his own vibe. Right, this one's called Ragin' Reno.
The worst I've ever been clipped. Watch until the end for his perspective.
I think when people say watch till the end, it's turning more people off. Because it's like, it's too obvious. It's BuzzFeed obvious. A lot of this stuff makes me like look over here to the right, and you're gonna have some trouble with people knowing where to look. You're not even showing anything. Who the fuck? Oh, you are. You're just showing this. Yeah, it's not very clear what I'm supposed to be looking at.
Is this guy?
Which guy? There were like 4 of them, right? Okay, yeah, there's too much going on. It's very difficult to know what to focus on. That's really like a clarity problem. That's it. You say, I make CODM videos, shorts. I try to edit them, make them entertaining. Most of them get 1,000 views. Yeah, honestly, clarity is your only issue here. Like, you are trying to tell a story, and kudos for that. But you just need to like make us look at one thing and one thing only, and make it obvious what we should be looking at. And that shorts eyeline thing should help a lot. We need to be looking at the eyeline constantly, and if there's anything being said in the moment, subtitles, they go in the captions area. So when your shot goes off to the right, that's not great because you're taking things off the eyeline, and so it creates visual friction for the shorts viewer. So I'd be working on that, make it as clear as possible, remove as much text as you can off screen so they're not trying to read multiple things at the same time, and you should be solid, man. Just keep working at it, you're gonna get it. This one's called Grim Docs. I use AI generated videos because I don't know how to animate videos and I'm broke. Yeah, I'm not giving that my time of day. I'm sorry. This is not the attitude that I support whatsoever. I don't know how to animate videos. I'm broke. Blender is free. And all it does is it takes a little bit of time to learn a skill. But anybody that's just not willing to, I'm not willing to help. So I'm sorry, I gotta skip you. Not my vibe, bruh. I had to learn everything myself. It didn't take money. It took effort. Put some effort and come back. General feedback, okay.
A real NASCAR team ran Lightning McQueen through their aerodynamic simulator and accidentally explained the entire Cars franchise. His face was the problem. His mouth at 200 miles per hour builds up so much air pressure it actively slows him down.
Okay, this, while interesting as shit, I think that's crazy interesting, makes me think it didn't come from you. Because all of this footage came from something else. And if it came from something else, it probably got explained there, which means you're probably falling into the conflict radius on YouTube, depending on how much insight you added or not, okay? I'm just saying that's how it feels right now. You may have added something to this, so let me give it some more time. I'm gonna pause the timer, so I'm being fair here.
Accidentally explained the entire Cars franchise. His face was the problem.
I'm curious what is with the cut in the middle. Like, what's going on here? It's almost like a weird cut.
Explained the entire...
Which makes me think that you're removing a watermark of some sort.
Cars franchise. His face was the problem. His mouth at 200 miles per hour builds up so much air pressure it actively slows him down. Here's the theory nobody talks about. Every time McQueen smiles on track, he gets physically slower. Jackson Storm never smiled, never showed emotion. Pixar didn't make Storm the villain because he was fast. They made him the villain because he understood something McQueen didn't. A real NASCAR team...
Okay. Here's the theory nobody talks about feels very, very GPT coded. But let's take a look and see where we're at. 27,000. This is right where things pause when they get caught in the conflict radius. Do we got a picture? Let me bring up a picture of the conflict radius so you guys can see what the hell I'm talking about when I say that. Means his video will not... Okay. So this basically explains it. I'll go back a little bit. All right, so we've got an original idea, new idea or info, and it is original and it performs well. It goes and it gets a big circle drawn around it called the conflict radius. And anything that uses that same idea or info, it falls within that conflict radius. Depending on how original it is, it goes further out the conflict radius. If it's a direct copy, it falls right in the center and it gets no impressions whatsoever. And so yeah, the further out of that conflict radius you are, the better you're gonna do. And so that's why these copycats of the GPT should I drive or walk to the car wash thing, those didn't perform as well as the original guy because they fell into the conflict radius. This is how it works, okay? Looks like a big old nipple. And so this, if this has ever been covered, if I search on YouTube and I say Lightning McQueen test or simulation or whatever, if I see something with this guy in it and it has 1 million views, it means that you fell into that person's conflict radius, and that's how that works. Okay. Okay. That's how that works. He stole it from TikTok. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. That's what you get when you're a thief. I don't know for a fact, but somebody said you were.
These beautiful things that I've got.
I don't get it. I'm not sure why this short has stuck. Will it work to re-upload? Never re-upload. Just move on to the next idea. Let YouTube try to figure it out, but I gotta say, I don't get it. I don't understand. It looks like you're trying to snap something into existence, like something is going to happen to the wall or something, and then a boss sees a person. I'm trying to connect the dots, but I have a soft spot for like mime jokes where you don't have any words and they're very, very good, Mr. Bean style, but there's a lack of clarity here, and I think that's yeah. Can anybody figure this out? What if I take a copy but create everything back from scratch? That's just creating content. What if I take somebody's idea but I change it to my idea and then I create content around it? Will that work on YouTube? Yes. Yes, it will. Okay, lack of clarity. Okay, all right, I gotta move on then. I don't want to spend too much more time on it. The punchline is confusing. Okay, I don't understand it. The best way to go about this is to like join the Discord and then show it to people in the community and say, hey, does this make sense? And if they say no, then go back to the drawing board and do that before you upload, because then you won't have to worry about this. He's trying to snap his fingers to make the work magically happen, and then the wall gets repaired. Okay. But then the boss is like, you need to work for it, I guess. Maybe that's it. The gestures are similar. I get it, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So this is one of those situations where you're a creator and you've worked on a project for a length of time, several hours or a day or so, and you think that it makes sense because it makes sense to you. But then if you show it to somebody, you can prove it to yourself. It either makes sense or not. And that way you have data to back it up before you put it online. Okay. Always, always, always show it to other people if you aren't sure. This one's called Crisscross Dash. I love the Mario theme. This is really cool. Excuse me. You know, I bet a text hook would kill on this. I'm waiting until the end so I'd know what the text hook should be. What's this guy? What's his name? The big somebody answer me. Somebody answer me. Can't remember his name. POV, you're running from Bowser. Solid idea, but it's very clear from the beginning. Womp. Okay, so like, warning, watch out for Womp, or never underestimate Womp, or something like that. And like, if it ended and he got really close to hitting you, then that would be a really good text hook. Or, yeah, watch out for Womp or something like that. Or Luigi came in clutch. Anything like that to make people think, well, there's something that's going to happen in the future. In this video, I have to watch it and find out. Like, any of those. Somebody came in clutch is a really solid text hook if it seems like somebody helped you in the track, right? Yeah, that's what I would do. Just think about something that you can add to the end of your track to make like a really cool text hook, and then you reverse engineer the text hook that way. Dude, yeah, and you would just get more views. This one did pretty well, right? How did this short go viral compared to the other one? Sound effects? You know what? I want to give this another shot because I watched the whole thing. It was very it was very enjoyable. So the one right before it, let's see why it failed. A lot of it I can't see, just so you know. Yeah, when you have like this much darkness, people are gonna leave, okay? This one did 60K, so that one's pretty good. 10K. Winter Loop, let's see. This one did 10K. Yeah, you know, this one has such a good visual hook right at the beginning. Yeah, like the sound. These are the little things that make all the difference. Like, all right, you know, I'm gonna stick around. Also, the music here makes it sound like there's an impending situation about to happen. Yeah, all these like little pieces of dopamine you're threading throughout, I think really, really help. No legs equal thwomp. The tunnel. Oh yeah, that tunnel was cool. Yeah. Okay. All right, I gotta go, guys. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next Monday, right? Yeah, because next Monday and then Thursdays from there on, we're gonna do Mondays and Thursdays. All right, so I'll see you on Monday, and if you can't wait, feel free to join the VIPs. I'll see you in there. At least join the Discord. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Bow, 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 bow. This is my music. Music, making music. I'm singing and stuff, making music. See you guys.
So let me get this straight. Am I the only one feeling like a mouse when the pressure's off? Will I ever stop? Can I break my habit? Hate everything about it. Some say static only gets you if you let it, but nothing is a promise and a chance is magic. Take one, take a million. Never mind those who don't have it. Don't give up, give up. Don't give up, give up. So I'm lost again, I've gone every direction, expecting a lesson, but left with questions like where do I fit? Should I put down the pen, cause comfort is in, I couldn't